Well, hey there, and welcome back to another holiday marketing bootcamp. I'm your host, Lora Shipman, and today we're tackling a challenge that most of us have faced at some point, scrambling to put together last-minute social media posts. If you find yourself frantically searching for content ideas or rushing to get something posted at the end of the day, you're not alone. We've all been there. But here's the thing. This chaotic approach can hurt your brand's consistency, reduce engagement, and make social media feel like a chore. In this episode, we're going to dive into strategies for organizing your day so that your social media content is planned, purposeful, and most importantly, effective. And stick around because I've got a quick one for you to use, plus a helpful ChatGPT prompt to get your creative juices flowing. Are you ready to get started? I know I am. Episode 335 starts right now. Well, hey there. Welcome to the Lora Shipman Show. I'm your host, Lora, and I'm here every week to help you create value-driven content quickly and efficiently while focusing on things like digital marketing, social media, productivity, and time management. My goal? To give you the tools to market your business effectively, manage your time, and create real results both in business and beyond. Are you ready to dive in? I know I am. Grab a notebook, a pen, and your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get started. Well, hey there, everybody. How is it going? How are you feeling? How is your Q4 planning going? And are you executing all the things that you're learning in these podcasts? I really hope you are, and I hope you take advantage of everything I have to offer. And today won't be any different, right? We have all been there. Imagine it. It's 4 p.m., maybe it's a Wednesday, or maybe it's even Monday, and you realize, OMG, I haven't posted anything on Instagram or Facebook yet. I'm raising my hand because that happens to me sometimes. I'm going to admit it. As much as I talk about planning and stuff, I'm not perfect and life gets in the way. Let's be honest. So anyways, going back to our scenario here, you decide, well, you're quickly going to whip up a post. It feels a little rushed, and then the engagement reflects that, right? Well, last minute posting isn't just stressful. It often leads to lower quality content that doesn't resonate with your audience. And here's why planning is crucial. Number one, there's 3 things we're going to cover here. Number one, inconsistency hurts engagement. If you're not showing up regularly, your audience may forget about you. And then what's worse is your content could get buried by the algorithm. Now, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying you've got to post every single day. If you have a certain cadence to the amount of times you post during a week, you want to maintain that cadence so that your audience knows when to show up for you because you're showing up for them. And it also helps to train the algorithm when you are posting content. So that's the first thing. The second thing you risk is missed opportunities. Without a plan, you might miss important dates, important holidays, trends, anything that can help you boost your reach to the people you want to attract, right? And then the third thing is, and this is really critical, is burnout. Consistently scrambling for content at the very last minute can just be exhausting, and then you give up. You get burned out and you just stop making social media content, and then it becomes to feel like a chore, and then you say it doesn't work, and all of these things, it becomes this big cloud of negativity. Well, today we're going to shift that negativity. We're going to go from reactive to proactive, and we're going to set up a structure for your day that makes content creation a little bit easier and more strategic. So I think the first thing and the first way to tackle this is to talk about setting up a daily routine that eliminates this chaos of last minute posting. So I have a couple of tips that I follow that helps me stay structured, helps me stay organized, and then not so frantic. So the first one is, and I know this is going to go against all the productivity experts out there, but just stick with me and hear me out. The first thing you want to do is start with a morning content check-in. All you have to do is dedicate the first 15 or 20 minutes of your day for a quick content check-in, and you have to be disciplined not to go down the scroll rabbit hole, right? Review what's on your content calendar, ensure all your posts are scheduled, and make any last-minute tweaks. So in a perfect world, you're really actually not on the social media apps. Where you are is in your planning software. And I'm beginning to sound like a broken record, but Metricool is where I go. I look at what my content plan looks like for the month. I look to see how everything's flushing out. And what's really important about this step is sometimes links break. Like maybe apps will do an update or something, and all of a sudden you'll notice, oh, yesterday's post didn't actually post because LinkedIn, and LinkedIn is famous for this, did an update that broke all the connections in your scheduling apps. So it is a good idea to just take a couple of minutes to see how your plan looks, make sure you don't need to make any tweaks, and make sure everything went out like it was supposed to over last night or the last couple of days. This small investment in time in the morning is going to set a positive tone for the day, knowing that your social media is taken care of and that everything is on point. Now, number 2, one of my most favorite strategies and tips is batching your content creation. Instead of creating content on the fly and daily, set aside some time each week to batch create your posts. Spend about 1 or 2 hours planning, designing, and writing captions for your posts for the upcoming week. I love my tools and I love these BFFs of social media, and that is Canva. You can create a template that's branded to your business that can help you really create visuals quickly on social media. And then Metricool is awesome. We all know this. I talk about this all the time. It's a great way to plan a week in advance, months in advance, as much as you need to do. And actually, as I think about this, if you use like the Facebook or the Meta scheduler, it'll only let you plan 29 days in advance. Now, if you're like me, what I like to do is I like to set up my holiday posts maybe for the year. You can't do that right now in Facebook, but you can do it in Metricool. You can schedule far out in advance to make sure you don't miss those major holidays, because sometimes we get wrapped up in what we're doing and we might forget to post about those national holidays that are relevant to your business. So, for example, if you sell popcorn, there is a National Popcorn Day. What if you forgot about that for your business? You are a popcorn retailer. You should not forget about those days. Or if you're a cybersecurity advisor or something like that, National Password Day is another thing that you don't want to forget, but it's easy to. So that's why I love batch creating and kind of scheduling things far out into the future. Now, another time blocking tip I have for you is to actually block time for engagement. So you may want to do this when you're doing your morning check-in. Maybe you dedicate like 15, 20 minutes to doing your check-in, making sure all your posts look fine. And then the next 15 minutes, you block just for engagement. You engage with your audience. You set aside this time so that you can answer DMs, respond to comments, and engage with your community. This not only boosts your engagement, but it also helps you keep connected with your followers without overwhelming your schedule. That's all you need to do. You do not need to be married to your phone or your computer to make sure you're engaging with your audience. And then the 4th thing you need to do, or I recommend, you don't need to do it, but is reflect and adjust. So at the end of the day, just take 5 or 10 minutes when you're closing down your operations for a day. I mean, I think we all do this, right? At least I do. I go ahead, see what I accomplished for the day, transition things over that need to be transitioned over to the next day. And while I'm in that closing down mode, I'll go into the different social media accounts that I'm managing for the day and just take a look around. Take a look at see what performed well, what didn't, what flopped, what kind of information can I gather, what kind of insights can I gather from the content that I put out there that I can apply to future content. So don't let this be a chore. Make it work for you, right? Create a system that works well. Now, maybe the system that I laid out for you doesn't really work well for your business or your industry. The point is, just think about the structure of your day and think about how you can schedule things so that you can look at your social media this way, streamline it, make it so it's not such a chore. And the big thing here is just getting ahead of your content. If you can get disciplined to spend 1 or 2 hours creating content every week or every month even, actually, let me back that up for a minute. When you get good at this, it's not going to take you long at all. And if you build out templates that you can use in Canva, it really won't take you long at all. The point is you just need to be a planner when it comes to social media. Take a look at the month ahead. What I like to do, and I manage several clients, lots of them, I budget 1 to 2 hours per client for the month so that I can create their content, their written content, and then I create their graphic content, and then I'm done. So if you can do that for yourself, you'll get it down to a science where you're only spending an hour a month, maybe 2 at the most, to create a month's worth of content. And that, I should specify this, and that's by posting 3 times a week. So you're coming up with 12 ideas for the month. And if you can think of it that way, it's not as big of a deal. So when I say come up with 12 ideas or 12 posts for the month, that could be a mixture of posts that you're posting 3 times a week. So it could be a mixture of static posts, feed posts, regular, feed posts. It could be reels. It could be stories. It could be carousels, and just get creative with how you're posting it. So that way your page is always active with something new. Okay, so at the beginning of this podcast, I said I was going to give you 2 things today. One was a quick win, something that you can execute right away, and the other one was a ChatGPT prompt. So let's do the quick win first. I want you to take 10 minutes right after you hit stop on this episode to create a simple content schedule for the next 3 days. Don't overthink it. Just jot down 3 ideas or 3 topics and choose when you will post them. This small step that you take today will give you like this immediate sense of control and set you up for success without this last minute rush of things that you need to do, right? And then you'll be able to see, how long did that take me to do? And how long will it take me to actually create the caption and the graphic or the photography that goes along with it? And the thing with social media today is it doesn't need to be this perfectly created masterpiece of artwork out there. People want authentic stuff. So just pictures of your desk or pictures of what you do in your daily life with text overlay that adds some value to your audience. That's what people want, right? They want the real you, not this manufactured you. So I don't want you to get too worked up in the creation of the graphics because it's not really about that. It's more about the message and how you deliver it. Okay, so now you're probably thinking, well, I don't even know where to start with 3 posts after this episode. After I'm done listening to Lora, where the heck do I start? Well, I've got you. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to ChatGPT, and this is a great way to get inspired for those 3 posts. And here's what you're going to type in there. And I will put this in the show notes. So if you're listening while you're doing something else right now and you can't jot this down, don't worry. I've got you, friend. I've got your back always. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is tell ChatGPT, act as if you were a social media manager for, and then put your business in there, whatever your business is, a chiropractor, a dentist, a realtor, whatever it is. And then give me 10 social media ideas for this business, focusing on engaging with my audience and showcasing my products, services in a fun, friendly, creative way. Include a mix of educational tips, behind the scenes insights, and engaging questions. And then press enter and see what it comes back with. You will be amazed. Now, if that prompt didn't quite work with you, throw in some more details about your business and what results you're looking to get from your social media content, and you'll be amazed what kind of information ChatGPT throws your way. Okay, my friends, that's it for today's episode. Now, if you listened to me and you got this far, congratulations. I'm really excited for you because I know you're dedicated to make great content for your feeds. But the other thing I just want to say to you is please, please, please take action. Just at least implement the quick win I gave you and the ChatGPT prompt, and that just gets you started. I get so excited for you. I really want to see you do well. And as always, when you put these posts out into the world, tag me. I want to see them. I want to see what you're doing. I want to see how awesome your content is. All right. Well, that does it for today's episode. You know what to do until the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, my friend, stay social. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you found this episode helpful and packed with value. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. And hey, if you know someone who could benefit from today's tips, please share the podcast with them. It's the best way to help others and grow our community. Until next time, keep creating, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next episode.